You're most welcome. Today we want to look at the conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. Conditional formatting is one of the tools that is found in the Home tab of the ribbon. So when you open the Home tab, and then after the group numbers, you will see in the style we have what we call condition formatting. Condition formatting is a tool which enables us to easily spot trends and patterns in data by using bars, colors, and icons to visualize highlights and important values. So, for example, we have a scenario whereby like you need to set a certain condition. If that condition is met, then you can either spot that with certain data values or colors. For example, I want to select this cell, which is column C. Now, in this column, I am going to put values. I'm going to say, in case I'm going to put here students. I'm going to put here students, list of students. I'm going to put their students, and then here I'll put marks. First increase the width of this column. So in this uh, column for students, I'll put the first student, say Alex, and then I'll give the mark 70, and then I'll put another one, maybe Baraka. I give the student the mark to be 75. So now you can put as many students as you can. Now I want to set a condition that whenever a student has passed 70, you are supposed to give the color, you are supposed to mark that student as green, meaning that he has passed. But if the student goes below 70, then you can mark as red, showing that the student has failed the exam. Or you can choose which mark or which starting point you want. You can decide to make 50 as a pass mark. You can decide to make 60 as the pass mark or any number. But for me, I'm going to start with 70. Any person who gets 70 and above is considered to be to have passed the exam. But any student who goes below 70 is considered to have failed the exam. So I'll go and first select the first value, which is 70 for Alex. Then after that, I'll go into the home tab, and then I'll select condition formatting. When you click on that, you get a list of options. Then the first one is highlight sales rules. So we're going to select the rules, and the rules we're going to select is greater than, because I want to ensure that anyone who gets above 70, I give that rule that he's supposed to be considered as a passed, and I'm going to give a color which is the green. So I'm going to select greater than. Now I'll put the value 70. Then from there, I'll give the color to be green. So from there, I press OK. And then after that, you can go ahead and you can I use the fill handle to scroll, I mean to stretch downwards. If you want, you can even remove those values. You can remove these values because they don't mean anything. So now after that, I can go and give another condition here, so that any person who gets below 70 is supposed to be considered to have failed. So I go and select this cell, then I go ahead and go to condition formatting, then I set the rule and say anyone who gets below 70, so I'll go and just type 70, then I put red color, red, red text. So I'll go ahead and select red text. Now, after selecting that, it means any person who get below this will be considered, if you put the mark and is below that one, it will give a red text, meaning that that person has failed according to my my rules that I've set. Then go ahead and press OK. So after that, we go ahead and use the fill handle to drag downward to ensure that your rule affect these other cells that you're going to input. So I'm going to now put another student, and the students I'm going to call student called Mark. So Mark, but before that I'll give Baraka the marks 89. Now when I type 89, automatically now you see their cell appear to be green, meaning this person have passed. Baraka has passed the exam. But when I give Mark, I say uh, 56. Now you can see automatically 56 appears to be red, meaning that this is danger, this is warning. It means he has failed. But when I give him something like 89 or something like 90, I mean something like 90, then it shows green. You can give another student, say Celine. Serena got the marks like 87. This one shows green, meaning she has passed. But in case I decide to give her maybe 56 or something to do with maybe uh, 70 exactly, then you can see it is red, meaning that she have failed the exam. So this is how we set these rules. We can also set rules so that when students get uh, maybe exactly 70, we can say if a student get exactly 70 equal to 70, then you can say you're going to give this person yellow. So you press yellow, and then you can also drag downwards to perfect that. So I'm going to give select another person, say Amani, and then I'm going to assign the marks to Amani. I'll give 70. So you can see automatically the cell will turn yellow. I'll give another person, say James. James, I'm going to give the mark 70. You can see it will be yellow. But when I come and say Timothy, when I say Timothy and I give Timothy 76, you can see 76 will appear uh, to be green. So these are the rules. This is how you set rules, conditional formatting rules, to enable you easily identify or differentiate different scenarios in Microsoft Excel worksheet. You can set your own rules. So under formatting rules, we have rules which deal with greater than, less than, between, equal to, or text that contain. For example, I can say the text that contain maybe letter S, then you give the color to be red border, then you press OK. So after maybe I say text which contain, let me see, do it again. In that cell, text which contain uh, letter S, I give the border red. Okay, so when I type something like sum in that cell, now I can see this is a text value, and then you can see it appears here. But if I select this cell and I give this formatting condition, I say text that contain will give light red, will give red text, and then press OK. Now you realize that the value or the word will appear to be red. We can also use condition formatting to for top and bottom rules, like top 10 numbers or top 10 items, 10 percentage, bottom 10 items or bottom 10 percentage, they're above the average or below the average. So this one works in many areas. Then we have the bars. You can set like the data bars. For example, you can come up with a bar like something like a bar graph, and then something which lies within the range, like within a certain gradient. You can set a rule for that. You can also use color scales and ion sets to determine or to set certain rules. Or if you don't want to use the available one which are set under the Excel worksheet, you can go ahead and define the new rules. You can come here and define a new rules. When saying new rules, you get a dialog box window that will pop up on the screen. And on this rule, you find that you can format cells based on their values. You can format cells that contains, format only top or bottom ranked values. You can format, you can do whatever thing, then you just set all the rules, format values that are. So this is where you set the rules, and then from there, everything, once it is done, then you can go ahead uh, and do it and press OK, and it will have to be affected. So uh, for now, we're going to stop here. In the next video, we shall look at how we can deal with other tools in Excel, so that we can continue to perfect our skills. Thank you guys. See you again.